Even Duck's snowplow can't get through, said his driver. Then Toby had an idea.
My old branch line runs out there, sir. Remember?
It's far too dangerous, said Sir Topham Hatt. It would never carry Duck's weight.
It might take my weight,
said Toby.
and I know that line like the back of my buffers,
He added.
It's our only chance to help the lambs.
Sir Topham Hatt agreed, but he told Toby to be very careful. Soon a blizzard was howling. Toby's driver was worried.
I can do it,
called Toby.
as long as these rails hold.
But Toby had forgotten about the rickety old bridge. Oh.
Whoa! Help! My wheels are wobbling, he cried.
His driver fought for control as Toby struggled on.
I've got to reach the other side of this bridge, gasped Toby. Those lambs need me.
Farmer McColl was waiting. It was very cold. Suddenly, a ghostly glowing eye shone through the snowstorm. It was Toby's headlamp.
You made it, cried Farmer McColl. What a brave engine you are.
The vet and Farmer McColl went to find the lambs. But they soon returned. The lambs are safe and sound, Toby, said the vet. But we need a place now to keep the little ones warm. Toby smiled.
I think you'll find Henrietta's got plenty of room.
Toby stayed for several days just to make sure the lambs were all right. Farmer McColl was very grateful. Thank you, Toby, he said. We couldn't have done it without you.
Thank you, said Toby. There's nothing I like better than helping out a friend in need.
Here are some dots. There are lots of engines on the Sodor Railway. If we join these dots, it will make the shape of one of them. Can you guess which engine it is? Off we go. There's the funnel. It's a tall one. And the dome? It's a large dome, isn't it? There's the cab. And the coal tender. Do you know which engine this is yet? Here are the wheels. And there are the buffers. It looks like a little engine, but it's an important one. That's right, it's Thomas. Hello, Thomas. Neville has a big job to do today. He will need Salty's help. But Neville is a new engine. Neville doesn't know where to look for Salty. Where would you look for him? At the quarry? Let's see if Salty is here. Black and yellow stripes. Is that Salty? No, it looked a bit like Salty, but it's Mavis. Mavis loves working at the quarry. You'll always find her here. Neville will have to look somewhere else. Next, Neville looks at the cement works. Let's see if Salty is here. Who's that huffing and puffing? Could it be Salty? No, it's Bill and Ben. Bill and Ben love working at the cement works. You'll always find them here. Neville will have to look somewhere else. Now he looks at Brendam Docks. What was that? It's Salty! Salty loves working at the docks. You'll always find him here. The next time Neville is looking for Salty, He'll know to look at the docks first. Duncan and the Old Mine. It was summer on the island of Sodor. Duncan loved this time of year. Today, he was especially excited. He was going to take a party of vacationers to see Coldy Caves. But Mr. Percival, the narrow gauge controller, had some bad news.
The machines at the main coaling plant have broken down. Sir Topham Hatt needs coal until they are mended.
Mr. Percival told Duncan and Rusty to bring coal down from the mine in the hills.
Then Thomas will take it to the coaling plant, he said.
And, Mr. Percival added,
Bertie the bus will take the vacationers to Coldy Caves.
Duncan was very disappointed. He wanted to go to the caves. Pulling coal cars wasn't an exciting job at all. As Duncan was puffing slowly to the mine, he noticed an old line branching off into the trees and bushes.
That looks like a good place for an adventure, said Duncan excitedly. I wonder what's down there.
Duncan pushed his way through the barrier. Rusty was coming down the hill with freight cars full of coal. She stopped when she saw Duncan.
Oh, look what you've done, Duncan, she hooted. Why did you break through the barrier? I wanted an adventure, Duncan wished quietly.
This isn't the time for an adventure, tooted Rusty. We've got work to do. But Duncan didn't want to pull coal cars anymore. All he could think about was having an adventure. So he puffed further down the line. Duncan clattered along the old line. Finally, the line disappeared into the side of the mountain. It looked like the entrance to an old mine.
This is better than caves any day,
he told himself excitedly. And he puffed inside. Duncan was too excited to think clearly. He puffed straight into a roof support. And suddenly the roof collapsed behind him. Duncan was trapped.
Oh no,
Duncan wished.
How am I going to get out?
Back at the transfer yards, Thomas was waiting. Where's Duncan? Thomas asked.
I don't know, said Rusty. I'd better go and look for him.
It was dark and lonely in the old mine. Duncan didn't like it at all.